good day, and welcome to another edition of Social Media Roundup with Tech Next. I'm your host, Onyinye, and with me in studio is my co-host.
Dennis.
Hello, Dennis.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Happy New Month.
Please, when you.
Happy New Month. We are now in September, and it's officially the Umber month. Umber. It's the Umber month, and I'm excited. I mean, the year rather, is slowly coming to an end, which is always a great thing. Don't you agree, Dennis?
I don't agree. I don't want this year to end.
Because you don't want to get old.
Yes, I don't want to get older than I already am.
Dennis is afraid of getting old, which is weird. Like, what's the alternative of not getting old?
Staying young.
Oh, please.
I want to be like a vampire.
So overrated. You get bored anyway.
I don't think so.
Vampires get bored and they kill themselves. They walk into the sun and that they turn to dust. So
Yeah.
no, in the movies that I watch, nobody can live forever. It's boring. God decided not to make it so. We have 3 stories as usual that caught our attention from conversations that were going on in the social space. And first off, without further ado, so that's bloggers, news sites, everybody. This person is actually trending, but it's not just her, right? This businessman I can't say popular businessman because he's not popular. I only got to know about him when this happened. So the EFCC arrested a certain businessman, Ponzi scheme person, Michael Diongolo, right?
Mm-hmm.
They arrested him, and now they are going after everyone he might have shared the loot with. He's accused of defrauding quite a number of people of monies to the tune of 1 billion. Is it dollars?
More than a billionaire.
Over 1 billion naira, right? And he's said to have defrauded like army generals, really highly placed people.
Professors, I think I saw. Yes.
This guy has money. Well, now they've caught up with him, and the gist right now is that they are going after a lot of people in Nollywood who may have shared in the loot. We're talking about Nengi, Onyalex, Yomi Black, Nancy Sime too. She was mentioned in the whole brouhaha, but her lawyers say he only sponsored her show.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give up. But I think the people he gave money directly to, they have come after them. Money and car, which brings us to Nengi. Nengi has been trending on Twitter since yesterday because people are now saying that the Range Rover she bought herself, worth 37 million naira, was actually bought for her by this guy that is in trouble now, Michael. And so EFCC has seized the vehicle because it was bought with proceeds from a crime. So they confiscate all that. They seized her vehicle. She's coming for questioning. It's a mess, Dennis. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's very messy.
Very.
And honestly, why can't everybody just be like me and just like be happy with the little things that you work hard for? Like, just find contentment in the little things that you work hard for.
I agree.
I mean, I think that to be a celebrity in this country is very difficult.
I don't think it is.
It is, actually.
I don't think it is. I think the celebrities choose to put themselves under this pressure.
I was even speaking from the perspective of the work that they do, like going to shoots, responding to mails, going to get people to like
to respond to mails.
Yes,
so.
just type of thing. I mean, it's a job, and it's hard work.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that should be enough fulfillment for yourself. Like you don't need to now come out to pretend like you're richer than you are.
Do you understand? That recognition should be enough for you,
That recognition should be enough.
That people love you, people respect you for what you do. It's like we being journalists, right? Mm-hmm. Then we now start looking for money.
If I have like a small Honda, I'm so proud of it. Honestly, a small Honda that I bought with my money, I'm proud of it. You don't have to drive a Range Rover Sport
to have the latest stuff
and quote unquote oppress people.
And do you know, Dennis, that is actually the
The
problem.
thing.
They always want to oppress.
Nobody is seeing you.
Nobody cares. You finish oppressing, they're waiting to laugh at you.
Many celebrities have been very public about. I do. What's her name? Waje talked about how someone saw in economy, and the person was like, "Waje is in economy. Why is she not in first class or flying private?" And she was just like, "This is what my money can afford."
And
contentment, longer throats.
I don't, not just contentment. Yes, I understand the contentment angle and I agree. But there's also another angle, which is Nigerians and placing these people on a pedestal they haven't been asked to place on. Like you said, someone saw Waje in economy, for the love of Christ. And they're like, why are you in economy? What does that mean? Before I speak pidgin, what does that mean? Like, it's not good enough.
Imagine. So that's what they mean.
Yeah, so it's like, if you're not sure of yourself, right? If you're not someone who's content and you're able to withstand that pressure, you'll be forced to do something else. Like go out with all these fraudsters, take gifts from shady people, or to meet up with some silly standard.
There are just too many people who pretend like money is everything.
It's not.
And that narrative has actually gained so much foothold in the country and in our culture that people just say very casually, "Oh well, but she's rich."
Moving on. This popular movie director Akinmolayan, he's come out to, it's not really a drag, but he was complaining on Twitter that Don Jassay of late has been co-opting these young people, signing them to his record label and having them sing all about sex. He's annoyed by it. I mean, I think it's an interesting take. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that because we are talking so much about, because there are just like so many problems in the country, education as on strike, the economy in free fall, all the reasons that's happening. We're not really talking about what constitutes morals. But it's not just also about morals, it's also about just what is acceptable in society.
Right.
And I think that Zini is making a very valid point.
I mean, someone had to say
it. I have been on a couple of social medias of some of these like youngsters, and I was just irritated by what is happening.
Lyrics. Like, I do agree, and it's not just, and I would agree that Don Jassay started this trend because it started with Rema. I remember one time.
Like woman.
Exactly. How old are you? Waiting this one they talk. How old are you? That you saying you like, what do you know? Frank, I read your book. So like, it started with him, singing these kinds. I'm like, yo, this boy is too young.
But what kind of songs would he sing?
There are songs that are age appropriate.
Exactly.
Like in the US, it's like, let's say the boy stars we had,
Justin
Bieber, the Jonas Brothers. They sang age appropriate songs.
Yeah, it was also like love song, but it was age appropriate. Like, I'm pursuing someone kind of thing. I love you,
you're my heart, baby, ooh. That's cool. Not I too like you, man. Me, I know they, as in all this, your bum
and your bum be like,
and he's of a certain age, so he's singing to people in that age group, 16, 17, 18, and they are singing I too like woman.
I think it's just very irritating.
It is irritating. And you would think that Don Jassay would know better. I mean, it's apart from making money, you have a social responsibility, right? If we were in a sane society, such things would not be allowed to fly. Why is a youngster underage singing things like this?
Yeah, but what I was trying to say earlier was that we've done many things, we've gotten many things wrong in the name of creating morality. Parents have harassed their children, people who are not even their children. That video of that woman who slapped someone in London because she did not greet her or whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, we still need some form of sanity. We need to be able to shift out the weed from the however they said that, from the main fruits.
Lastly, this conversation, it comes out time and time again, but it came up this week again on the social space, to Jackpa or not to Jackpa. there is this video of this video is not recent, but there's this video of, I think it's the ambassador of France to Nigeria asking somebody at the, I think it's the Nigerian Youth in Business or youth something about business, right? Asking them what Jackpot is. And the young man was explaining that he made it funny.
You haven't told me what Jackpot is. Okay. Let's see. Jackpot. You can go. And I can't do that for you. Wait, it's now. So, Jackpot is a word that describes the entrepreneurial spirit. Jackpot is a word that describes the entrepreneurial spirit of Nigerians. And in that said word, it means that Nigerians, with all our content, all our gifts, skills, products, we want to export them. Including exporting ourselves.
But that's really
got you thinking.
Yeah, we've been in jackpot mode for a long time. Like, it just became popular now, but since like 2020, 2019, people have steady been leaving the country.
Way before then.
Young people, but now it has increased. Now we even have content creators who all they talk about is jackpot. And we on Twitter especially, they say if you want to jackpot, they are telling you schools, they are telling you what to do, they are sharing opportunities. It has become what they do to get engagement, talking about jackpot. So now this conversation is like to stay or to go. What do you think?
What do I think as in?
About the whole jackpot thing?
I think that there is no hope in sight. It's not that...
agree.
No, hold on. I'm not saying that we should give up. There is just no hope in sight.
For you.
Where is the hope for you?
I am very hopeful because my hope is not...
What keeps you tethered to the hope?
My faith in God.
Onye, please.
Yes, you asked me. My faith in God.
I'm talking about something more tangible.
That things will change. We are in election season. If things go well, we'll have a change in government. Where I'm going to, where is better? Is it the US?
Is it not better?
It depends on what you're looking for. Are you saying
the US?
I would not want to raise my children in the US.
Why? And it doesn't have
I don't want them to be killed in school. It's a real fear that I have.
The ones that are being killed in school in Nigeria.
That will show you that it can happen anywhere. But let me not carry them abroad. Let them now kill them.
The economy is terrible.
For you.
It's not terrible for you.
No, there are people that it is not terrible for. We can only speak for ourselves. I'm telling you that there are some people that are making a lot of money. Is it not Flutterwave that we're
I am not making a lot of money.
They just got a new license. That license is worth 2 billion. Is in this Nigeria that are making money. I'm not going anywhere.
Don't go. The economy is too bad for me and I'm tired.
When are you leaving?
You might not see me here next week. Yeah. I will just leave like a thief in the night. I'll now call you from there. I don't leave.
I know you will call me. Be sending me dollar please.
Send you where? I mean, you'll be sending me money here. You that it is very good for you.
It's good for me, my brother.
It's not good for
the Bible that I believe in says that you will get what you say. But I'm not saying that I do not understand the difficulty. That would be me just lying.
It is hard for you.
Dennis, is not that hard.
That somebody will enter
to come to the office. You see the way you looked yesterday. I think it's
like the back of my trousers.
I think it's the rainy season. I mean, it shouldn't be that way, but still, Dennis, if I would ever travel, it has to be. To be honest, I always say it has to be that I hear God telling me, "My daughter, go."
And you that you're a Christian, that's like
I'm a Christian. So for me to move, it has to be that God is sending me somewhere. I do not want to move because there's money there. It's like, and I refresh.
Money. A better life.
Whatever you say, yes, it's just better to some people. And I reference what happened in the Bible a lot to Abraham, that he was moving down to Egypt. And God said, no, stay in the farm. And the same thing with his son. So I feel like for me, if I believe in God, which I do believe in, I'm protected regardless of what is happening. God has a plan.
You need to put me under this umbrella because I am not protected at all.
You're not protected. Don't say that.
I am not protected at all. I am starving. I'm eating 2 times a day.
He's big and he say he's starving. Dennis, I'm
eating 2 times a day because I can't afford 3 square meals.
Do not believe him. He's always buying banana bread.
Hey, banana
Do
bread
not
for
believe
where?
This man, he's rich.
It's so hard.
Look at him. Does it look like he's starving?
Every time I'm thinking like 3 things, like, can I buy this or should I buy this?
I understand.
All
I
the
understand.
time.
It's like
I just need like a break.
I do understand the pressure can be high.
And the pressure is everywhere. Look at, we're just talking about someone as famous as Nengi, for instance, having to be in this embarrassment because she can't afford a Range Rover.
Please, Nengi's own is different. Her fans bought her Range Rover. She sold it so that they'll buy her latest one that is 37 million. So leave that one. That one is not the point.
It's so sad. The economy. My problem is the economy, honestly. And I've been consuming a lot of business publications. Let me even know what exactly.
They can't help.
How hard would it be? It's very unhelpful. But do you know what I noticed about these business publications, the Nigerian ones, they don't know what they are writing about. That's like another conversation. Because I was like,
don't start dragging them. I know that's your work to drag Nigerian media.
I'm not talking about the ones that are working for the Nigerians that are working for international media. You're just putting whatever there.
But me, I believe in God. I trust God to
make. I pray God comes through for you.
He has been coming through for me, Dennis. Trust me. I trust God to make a way where there seems to be no way. That is my confidence. I do not believe that if I go to America, it will be better. There are poor people in America. There are poor people in Canada. There are poor people in Germany. There are poor people everywhere. Imagine being poor in Norway, sleeping in the cold.
Omo, I prefer that.
How can you say
you don't know where the shoe is hurting me?
Sleeping in the...
And if you know where the shoe is burning,
let me say this. This is the problem I have with Jackpot culture.
What's the culture?
I think it's toxic. I think it's toxic.
That we will do that.
Yes, there's an air of
because
desperation.
this is worse.
How can it be worse?
It's not worse for house. You. It's not what. Do you want to come and see the house? From inside my house, you can see outside through the wall. There's like a huge...
Don't disgracing yourself on national TV. You have a house.
On YouTube.
It is international.
There is a hole. A huge hole. The fence has almost pulled off.
But your head is covered. You'll have a place to lay your head at night. Be grateful for those things. Personally, I am grateful. I'm young. I'm going to keep working hard. And I believe God will bless the work of my hands. If in the process of working, yes, in any see, then it's anywhere I go, I bring the light. I am the light of the world.
But you've been here since. Why do you not see the light?
Are you not seeing light? Is this not light? Then is that light you want? That is our show, guys.
Generator light.
That is our show, guys. Before we start arguing, Dennis, please tell them where to follow us.
Across all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we are everywhere. Follow me on Twitter, Dala Dennis.
And I'm Egodi Goddess on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. Did you tell them to read your...
Yeah, so that's our newsletter. We are doing amazing stuff.
Like the one of yesterday. He said today they're clutching their pearls.
Someone said we're always dramatic and we love it that way.
Very dramatic, but actually that's our style. So you want to have tech news in a fun way, you should definitely read our newsletter. That's our show, guys.
Bye, guys.
Until next week. Ciao.